Live from Drzonków, this is Modern Pentathlon Junior Under 24 European Championships. My name is Wojciech Nowakowski. I will commentate for you the final event of that championships. This is the mixed relay with 12 relays, starting with the swimming event here at the short course swimming pool in Drzonków. We've got 6 nations represented as the team of Hungary left the Poland yesterday evening. And that's the start list of the first heat with both relays of Lithuania and Switzerland. On lane number 1 we will see Medėja Gineitytė and Ugnius Kabelinskas from Lithuania. The center lanes are taken by the Swiss teams. Number 1 is Lea Egloff and Maxence Hofer, and number 2 of Switzerland is Anna Jurt and Vital Müller. And on the most right from our camera, lane number 4, it's the other relay of Lithuania of Elžbieta Adomaitytė and Titas Puronas. We can see now the athletes coming to the starting posts. And I think we're missing the Swiss relay of Egloff and Hofer. So they will not start in the swimming event. So these are the only Swiss athletes we have seen in a while ago on lane number 3, Anna Jurt and Vital Müller. And the 2 relays of Lithuania on the lanes number 1 and 4. As you might see, that we have the short course of 25 meters, but the distance is the same, which is 200 meters freestyle, with a woman having 100 meters and the man having the other 100 meters, always in the same order, with women swimming first and men swimming in the second leg of the relay. As you can now see, it's Medėja Gineitytė from Lithuania leading that field in the first heat, with Anna Jurt in third, the last year's silver medalist from this competition individually. This year she made a little bit worse, but it was Lea Egloff to take the silver for Switzerland in the women's individual competition. We've got also the teams from Lithuania, with Elžbieta Adomaitytė being 4th individually this year as well as last year, so she's on a stable streak of that 4th places, which are usually called the worst place for the athlete. And now we can see the exchange by the Lithuanians was made really quickly. We can see now Ugnius Kabelinskas, so the youngest athlete of yesterday's men's individual competition, swimming surely for the first place in this heat, but it's not the place in a heat which counts for the overall result, but it's the time of the swimming which will be counted to the points. We are now seeing Ugnius Kabelinskas coming for the last length of 25 meters of that short course pool, and he's coming to the finishing line. Unfortunately, as well as in the previous days, we don't have the electronic time measuring, so we have to wait for the official confirmation of the results by the referees. The second place taken by the Swiss team, with Vital Müller overtaking Titas Puronas during his leg of the relay in swimming, and the athletes are off the pool. And in a while we will see the second heat with 2 relays of the host country of Poland, with Wiktoria Wierzba and Łukasz Gutkowski in lane number 1, and Agnieszka Wysokińska and Kamil Kasperczak, not only the host country but also host clubs representatives, on lane number 4. This is the swimming pool they usually train in, so they know it very well, but of course it's the pool almost like the other. It's of course the short course, but it's also quite a small, with only 4 lanes. In lane number 1 we can see now the yesterday's silver medalist individually and the gold medalist in the team. We've got on lane number 2 Ukrainians Irina Kubrek and Kirim Shekmametyev, and on lane number 3 Ilke Özyüksel and Bugra Unal from Turkey. Özyüksel, the gold medalist from Friday's women individual competition, finishing her under-24 career with today's mixed relay. So we will see, will she manage to get that another gold medal for a happy end, tamed with Bugra Unal. And we can see now that the teams from the central lanes, as it should be, are the fastest ones, because the seeding usually gives the central lanes to the fastest swimmers according to their entry time. But of course in this relay it is always harder to predict that time which can be achieved by the athletes, as usually they usually swim in different pairs and different combinations, and of course it's kind of some of their predicted 100 meters time, which is also not as easily counted basing on their individual start of 200 meters. You can now see Kubrak giving the exchange in the first place, with Ukraine in the second, and the teams from Poland in the places 3 and 4, with Gutkowski now swimming ahead of Kamil Kasperczak. But here we can see the fastest two relays of Ukraine and Turkey, with Kerim Shekmametyev, who yesterday was leading the field after fencing, after riding, but in the later run he fell down to 5th place. And that was quite a crucial thing for the team event, as Ukraine lost that gold medal to the Poles, including both Gutkowski, who was silver medalist, as I said earlier, and Kamil Kasperczak, who took the 4th place. We have now Shekmametyev in the finishing line, as well as the other athletes. We can now see how big the difference was between him and Bugra Unal, but unfortunately we cannot see Gutkowski well, so we are not sure whether he was the second one or was it Unal. The athletes are leaving the pool, and we are now preparing for the final heat with another two teams from Czech Republic, with Anna Rubiczkova, Jakub Maleček, and two bronze medalists from individual competitions, Karolina Kshenkova and Marek Drycz, in lanes number 2 and 3 respectively, while we will have also the other teams from Turkey and Ukraine. In lane number 1, Sidal Aslan, Duran Nusretoglu from Turkey, and from Ukraine, Irina Bojchenyuk and Vladislav Chekan. Chekan was the fastest swimmer in yesterday's men's individual competition, but that was his mistake on the warm-up parkour, where he jumped the trial obstacle in the wrong direction, causing his elimination, and that made the fight in the team classification much harder for the Ukrainian team. You can now see the team of Kshenkova and Grich, and this is the team of Ukraine with Irina Bojchenyuk and Vladislav Chekan. As you can see, there is a little bit of audience from the restaurant where there is a window for that short swimming pool, so surely they are cheering for their teammates, as those athletes and coaches who are not taking part in today's competition. We have 12 relays, which is quite a usual number of them, which is of course thanks to the rule allowing the second team of each country putting the team onto the start list, the second team, which is often just the case for the World Cup for the host country of a certain event, but with just 6 nations participating. As I said, Hungary is not taking part in that competition. with just 6 nations, of course it is much more comfortable to fight in a wider field of athletes. You can now see them preparing for the change, and it's Wojciech with Czekan in the lane number 4 leading that final, probably the fastest heat, with Marek Grycz and Karolina Krzynkova in the 2nd place. In 4th we've got the team from Turkey of Sidala Standura Srtoglu, and the 2nd team from Czech Republic, Anna Rubičková, Jakub Maleček in 4th. But as we can see, that battle for the 3rd or maybe even for the 2nd place is quite a tight one, with Vladislav Čekan as well as yesterday having definitely the best swimming in the men's field, but yesterday he was just 0.08 second of advantage ahead of Bence Kardoš, who eventually took the gold medal on the final hour of the day, and we saw the battle for the 2nd place between 2 Czechs, Maleček and Grycz. And Grycz, who took the bronze medal yesterday, but was the winner of the individual competition last year. Wonder who was the faster one, whether it was Maleček. He made a better rhythm of the swimming, and I think that gave him the 2nd place in that final heat. For the results we will have to wait for the fencing competition, which starts later on at 9:45 AM, so I invite you for that competition, and thank you for your attention from Swing, and see you soon.